Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another week of the Adapted Soccer Power Rankings. Week 4 now, Reece. We're
Yep, week 4.
more than halfway through the season. State tournaments in just about a month. Um,
14th and 14th and 15th or
14th,
15th and
15th. It's
14th,
14th,
15th.
15, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
halfway through the soccer season, and then it's on to floor hockey, which I think we both really like floor hockey.
Yep.
It's not like I played ice hockey for 15 years. Or 11 years ice hockey. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving right on to the rankings. Start off with the PI division. Um, St. Paul Humboldt Hawks. They stay at number 8. Um, no really change. They had the loss to the Robins. Um,
8-3.
8-3.
Yep.
Um, did they have any other games this week? I don't think they did.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, it was just the Robins game. So yeah, they go down to 0-4, and yeah, there's not really much else to say. Moving on to the Hawks, moving down one spot from last week. They're 0-2. They had a devastating loss to Park. Obviously, 9-1 is a blowout. It's as
Just
simple
a
as that.
terrible showing overall,
Yeah.
in my
Um.
opinion.
Obviously, we weren't there to
Yep.
see what really happened, but from because I saw two videos on Facebook under the comment section of one of the Pirates posts. And yeah, one of the goals uh do we know who was in net? It was probably I think it was Dylan, but I couldn't quite tell
It
from the
was
video.
Dylan.
I couldn't quite tell from the video, but I think it was Dylan.
It was Dylan.
Um yeah, I think he should have had that one. I really do. But the other one I can't blame Dylan on unless if he's the one who committed the foul in the box because it was a penalty kick. So
Mm. Um. Anyway, you and I both know, as former players for the Hawks, you played soccer for 3 years,
3 years.
four
Yep,
years.
3 years
I
soccer.
played all 5 or 6. If you all 5 or 6 years, if you want to count that COVID fake year. And when I look at this team, goaltending to me is okay. Like Dylan, he's serviceable. I think he could maybe steal a game against like Humboldt or Robbinsdale or Anoka. The defense is fine. You got obviously Bennett Herman back there as like the probably
As
one of the better chairs in the state. And
oh,
then at
absolutely,
sweeper, you got Sammy back there as well. She's doing okay, it sounds like. And then up front, I don't really know what's going on. But when I look at this team, the main problem is the coaching.
absolutely.
Like going back to my 7th grade year, I think we had like at least 15 players. Now, granted, most of them were all seniors or close to graduating in the next couple of years. And the coaching, it's just like nobody wants to play for them, and that's why they have no subs, one sub every game.
Yeah,
It's it's crazy like how you and I kept them competitive for so many years.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks to say, but that's how it is. It needs to be said. Obviously, I put it out there. I put a post on Facebook. Let me actually
I think
get to
you
that
also said
post.
something on X too.
I did say something on X Twitter as well. Let's see here. It was pretty much the same thing. Where is my post?
And if like nobody's gonna speak up, might as well have one of us say it or something.
I said, and yes, I do believe I have a right to be critical of my former team. Nobody wants to say it. However, it has to be said. if only the schools wouldn't just push the CI division. If only a certain someone stood up for her players. If only we didn't just kick a ball around a gym followed by playing freeze tag for half the practice and call it warm ups. Sorry, I have a lot to say about specifically the soccer team that I don't mind making public. And yeah, I mean, it really is as simple as that. For half the practice, we just kick a ball around the gym slowly. Maybe do some, like, kind of drills, like, oh, kick it off the wall around the wheelchair, something like that.
Yeah.
It, and
Mm-hmm.
then play freeze tag or sharks and minnows or something.
Yeah,
The
that
best
it was just
the best warm
yes.
up drill we did. The best warm up drill we did. I will always stand by this. Is when it was kind of the one where it was kind of like sharks and minnows where you had to go up and down the court just dribbling the ball around the coaches in the wheelchairs.
With the ball and the chairs were in the middle.
Yeah.
Yes, I do
That
remember
that that's the
chairs and coaches were. I do remember that.
I think that was the best one for us because it that teaches you to navigate around defenders, that teaches you to
Yep.
dribble the ball, keep the ball close.
Yep.
Um Also, one thing you did say, you said we don't really know what's going on with offense. In one of the videos that I saw that I mentioned earlier, it sounds like it looked like Chloe was in the center,
Okay.
which I don't mind. And here's why I say that. I think the best. This is gonna be really odd to put on the internet, but I think the best formation is a 1-2-1, a diamond. Um, yeah, have one sweeper and then the wings kind of on the sides in the middle.
She's not gonna allow that.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely
no
not, which is
shot she does.
garbage. And I
Yeah.
think one should be the striker.
Yeah.
But yeah, the formation we do is just two people go down and attack as the wingers and do this funnel type thing. It doesn't
So
work.
dumb. It doesn't work half the time.
It doesn't work most of the time. 90% of the time it doesn't work
Because half the
because
time the ball just ends up in the corners.
it ends up in the corners or it ends up in the wheelchair's wheels.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yep.
If you've got
I absolutely agree 100%.
if you have one person going up at forward, one person going up at striker, they can just dribble the ball around the wheelchair and shoot it.
Yep. It's that simple.
But if you've got two wingers plus a center, all of a sudden you're thinking about passing, you're thinking about shooting, you're thinking about dribbling it. There's so much more to think about. It's just so much simpler having one person, kind of like that trap, you know?
Yeah,
1-2-1 diamond.
Absolutely.
The bad thing about the diamond is that you leave a lot of space in the center open. And I recognize that. But I digress. Moving on to Robbinsdale, Hopkins, Mound West Tonka. They had a win. They beat the Humboldt Hawks 8-3. Pretty good win. And it's Robbinsdale. They've been a pillar in the PI division for forever.
Like 30 years at least.
I'm pretty sure they have a total of 38 championships. 34?
Across all three sports, by the way.
Yeah, across all three sports. So, and let's not forget the dynasty that they had.
Oh yeah, like
What was it?
Like early to mid 2010s, like late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah, it was.
That
like,
was built all because of Marcus.
Yeah,
On some who is, I don't know what he's doing now, but that was built.
I think he's like the. I think he's like the head of the Adapted Athletics Association, which is awesome.
Probably. I mean, I've seen him at the state tournament a couple of times, so
Yeah, I mean, he's
still involved some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he's a great guy too. He's a Great guy. I'll always respect Marcus, but yeah, I mean this Robbinsdale team. Um, Obviously they had some offensive spark in their last game. Let's see if I
Mhm.
can get up their Facebook post
It was
here.
Hector Vega Flores with like 6 goals.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But Humboldt was up 3-0 at one
That is
point.
true. Humboldt was up
If I
3-0
remember
early.
if I remember reading that correctly, you
Yep.
can.
It says right here the game began with the Hawks capitalizing on some early defensive miscues by the Robins, quickly putting the home team in a 3-0 hole. However, a crucial timeout allowed the Robins to regroup and reset. Following the break, the team took flight, scoring 8 unanswered goals to complete the spectacular comeback. And yeah, I mean Hector Vega Flores phenomenal outing, netting 6 goals for the Robins. Giovanna Shepard and Abby Lashway also tallied goals and assists, contributing significantly. Goalkeeper Sean Majeski was stellar after the early timeout, making amazing saves, exceptional distribution skills, and even tallying an assist from the goalie area. Hell yeah, that's what we like to see.
That's what we love to see.
As somebody with probably like 5 assists in my career, that's awesome.
And a couple of goals back there too.
Yep, I had 3 goals in my career, 2 of them as a goalkeeper. Yeah. One of them was on a direct kick against Park Center. The other one was just a fluke. Anyway, moving on to the Anoka Hennepin Mustangs. Here's the thing about Anoka. Yes, they are winless. And I completely recognize that. They have not won a game. However, the 3 games that they have played were against Rochester, Park, and Minneapolis. Against Park, they lost 6-0. Okay, that's not a good outing. What about the other 2? They lost to Rochester 2-1. They lost to Minneapolis 3-1. Those are good outings. Those are very good outings against very good teams. They hung in there. That's why they're at number 5. Not because I mean, again, they don't have a win, but they have they've hanged in there. They've hung in there with really good teams.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Go ahead.
I know this game isn't for a few weeks, but like Anoka could upset South Suburban.
It's a possibility. I mean,
Because like you
anything's
said,
possible. Yeah.
3-1 against Minneapolis, a 2-1 against Rochester, and then the 6-0 obviously against Park, which is it's Park. Like, what do you do?
Yeah. Park's offense is just really good, and
Good.
their goalkeeping is really good too. Their defense is really good. They have a really good squad.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the Rochester Raiders, they had that win against Anoka Hennepin. And then they lost to South Suburban just yesterday. Um, what was the score? 2-0?
Yep, 2-0.
Yeah, so 2-0 loss to a really good South Suburban team. They have really taken flight, if you will, because they're the Flyers.
Yep. I really wish the Raiders would post something on, like, so we can see like the game recaps.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wish all teams would do that, but yeah, nothing we can do about that.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on to the top 3 now. Starting off with moving nowhere from last week, we've got South Suburban, the Flyers. Again, they won 2-0 against Rochester. They won 3-1 against or wait, they haven't faced Anoka. I'm thinking of Minneapolis. My bad.
I don't think they've faced Minneapolis either.
No, they haven't faced Minneapolis. They haven't faced Park. But we did have that Rochester game as one of our games of the week. And I mean, yeah, a 2-0 win. I had the Flyers at minus 1.5 going into the game, so yeah, 2-0 win sounds about right. And yeah, it seems like it was probably a really good game. Apparently, according to one of my connections on Rochester, apparently the Raiders outshot the Flyers in the game. What that tells me is that the Flyers' defense and goalkeeping is really good.
I wonder if the Flyers goalie took notes from you, facing you from last year and just dove
I
all over the place or something.
I would like to think that.
Because to think, like, who would be, like, their main... Who would be the Raiders' like main source of offense?
Cooper.
Yeah. And then I guess you could have Leah up there as well.
Pretty sure she's probably a defense. That would be my
Yeah.
guess.
We won't know until the rosters and programs come out, obviously.
Yeah.
That's not for like another month.
Yeah. But yeah, we just don't really have much to say about the Flyers. We don't know much. Yeah, I guess we just have to move on to rank number 2. Moving down one spot from last week, we've got the Minneapolis South Tigers. I mean, it was a 3-1 win over Anoka. Now, my guess is that they have a really good defensive team, but they're not as sound as they were last year offensively. That's my guess. Especially, I mean, obviously they lost Giannis Noor. They kept Christopher Trejo and George Rosas Bravo, whatever his name is. Yeah, I would guess that this is a really good defensive team.
That would be my guess too, but then again, we don't really know.
Yeah, we don't really know. We won't know until uh, one of the teams that gives recaps. So, what is that? Robbinsdale and Park and, or I mean, even
Park
Dakota.
gives recaps, Robbinsdale gives recaps.
Or we could just hear about what their team's like from our Hawks. Dakota Hawks, not Humboldt. We didn't play for Humboldt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't really know much about this Tigers team, so there's not really much to talk about. So with that, moving on to the top ranked PI team, moving up one spot from last week, we've got the Park Center Pirates. I mean, it was bound to be. This is a really good team. They've had really good outings this entire year. 9-1 against Dakota. What was it?
6-0
6-0
against
over Anoka.
9-2 against Humboldt.
9-2 against Humboldt. Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
From this, it looks like they moved Evan to the wing, Lincoln to center, and then Ben on the other wing with Joshua at sweeper, and then Eddie and Chili Pepper as the chairs.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. That's what they have. It's like Bennett, and then it's like Chili Pepper in like quotations. It's so. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I love the nicknames that teams give their players. Trying to kill a spider that's on my desk right now. think it's dead, but I can't tell. Nope, it's still alive. Jesus Christ. Surely you're dead now, right? Yeah. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Alright, it's dead. Put that off to the side, and yeah, I mean, this Park team is really good. They've scored at least 6 goals in every game, and
Yep.
they've only let up 2 goals all season.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, because it was 9-2. That's right. Bad at math.
Yes.
I'm bad at remembering, and my best subject is math, but obviously I can't do 2 plus 1. Anyways, yeah, that's all we've got for the PI division. Do you have anything extra to say about any of these PI teams? Doesn't have to be Park or...
No, but like it just hurts to see like all these fallen giants not do as good, and I'm talking about like the big 3: Dakota, Robbinsdale, and Rochester.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Robbinsdale won it, what, 2 years ago now?
4 years ago actually.
No, they
Oh
also
wait,
won it 2
no.
years ago, yeah, because they had a
Yeah,
mega team.
right.
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
And
I forgot
then
about that.
the Hawks won it 3 years ago.
Yup.
And, I mean, yeah, it's just been a downfall ever since, well, for the Robins, it was really a mega fall off after Jose and Jada graduated. And then for the
Yep.
Dakota Hawks, it was me and you who graduated. And yeah, I mean, now 2 of the most storied franchises are at 6th and 7th in the rankings. Rochester, I think we all expected Rochester to dip down more, but honestly, they've been surprising so far. Leah and Cooper and Mikhail back
Michael.
in net.
Yep.
Is it Mikhail or is it Michael?
I think it's Michael.
Okay, so Michael Brown. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, on
I
any
know
of
it
this.
sounds like it looks and sounds like Mikhail, and that's only because of Mikhail Granlund.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
All along, I'm like, it's Mikhail, and then once we faced Rochester last year, they said Michael. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, see, I don't hear these things because I was in net.
Not even during introductions, you didn't hear it?
You think I listened to most of the introductions?
No, absolutely not. Probably.
I just hear my name and then walk out there. That's my entire
That's
thing.
valid.
But yeah, with that, let's move on to the CI division ranks 18 through 11. Starting off at the bottom, still there. I may have forgot to update the records, so forgive me for that. But yeah, Robbinsdale, we simply can't put them higher. I mean,
They're 0-3.
they're it hasn't been a
Well, 0-4 actually, but the one game just isn't in.
yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been a good season for Robbinsdale. I mean, what was it? 12-0 loss, 13-0 or 12-6 loss rather to the Lakers.
Yep.
What was it? 13-0 loss to the Jets. What was it to the Southern Stars? 11-0 and then 16-0 losses.
Let me pull it up real quick.
I think it was 11-0 and then 16-0 losses to the Southern Stars. Yeah, the CI Robins are. Yeah.
Well, oh, that's kind of cool.
Hmm?
Armstrong girls volleyball was at the Robins game
I
yesterday.
saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
He 12-6 against Minnetonka Wayzata,
Yep.
17-0 against the Southern
Oh,
Stars.
17-0. Wow.
Yeah. 8-1 against Minneapolis. What day was the Columbia Heights game? October 6th.
I think that was a
Oh,
15-1 loss.
they don't have that on here apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm pretty sure I saw 15-1. But yeah, I mean, we can't move Robbinsdale up, so they stay at 18th.
Oh,
Yeah?
you were right. It was 15-1.
Yep.
I I guess it was September 29th. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
Moving on to 17th, we've got the Minnetonka Wayzata Lakers moving down a spot from last week. We still don't know their game against Columbia Heights, right? I don't think that's on the website yet. Um,
let me look. 1-1. So we don't know their game against Columbia Heights, but it was 12-6 against Robbinsdale. So they're 2-1.
yeah. As I said, starting this, I may have forgotten to update these
Update the
records. Some
records.
of them are updated, not all of them. So, yeah, Minnetonka Wayzata. Yeah, I guess there's not really much to say. I mean, I say this every single week, but I've got a real soft spot for Minnetonka Wayzata because Minnetonka was the first school to follow me on X, Twitter. And, I mean, yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Tonka Wayzata because of that. Tonka's great on Twitter. They're great. Moving on to 16th, also moving down one spot from last week, we've got the Columbia Heights St. Anthony Fridley Strikers. Again, we don't have much to say about them. We don't know much about the team. Um, yeah, there's not really much to
I
talk
think you
about.
were confusing the 11-0 with Columbia Heights.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
that's what the game against the Southern Stars was.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I will say, um, if you look at the bottom three, they are all in the same conference. All three of those teams are in the Southwest. And yeah, the other Southwest team, I think we've got it seventh. We'll talk about the Southern Stars later. Anyway, moving up to 15th, we've got moving up two spots from last week. We've got White Bear Lake, the Bears, the Bears. Although they are probably better than the Bears. Anyway, White Bear Lake. They move up two spots because they tied Mounds View, Irondale, Roseville.
And they also kept it close with Centennial Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, what was it, 9 to 5?
Correct.
Yeah, the hours you work
But
in a
other
week.
than that, hasn't really been a great year. 0-5. I mean, losing 9-1, 15-1, 10-0, 10-1. That's just like
Yeah,
you can't really put them any higher, but then can't really put them any lower because I do believe that they could beat those bottom three.
yeah. I do think it would be close with at least
In
Columbia Heights and the Lakers, but yeah, I think they could. yeah, I do think it would be close, but I think as of right now, from what we've seen, yeah. Moving up to 14th, moving down a spot from last week, we've got Mounds View, Irondale, Roseville, the Rams. This pains me so much. It pains me to move any team down. But my cousin plays for the Rams, and he's looked really good so far, both in net and at forward. He does have some defensive things to work on. I'll give him that though. Um, yeah, they had the draw against White Bear Lake, so we had to move him down a spot. But I truly believe that if everybody is there and if everybody is healthy, they have a really good defense. Eh,
Because they were missing a couple players, no?
They were missing a couple players against Centennial.
Okay.
They were missing two of their top four players against Centennial. They were missing one of their top four against Stillwater.
Okay.
And yeah, if you're missing one of your top players, it's just and one of their better defensemen as well. He got injured against Stillwater with like 10 minutes to go. He had a nasty fall, fell on his head, and
Oof.
yeah,
Ouch.
I don't think it's a concussion, but he was he was sat down for the rest of the game. So I think he'll be back soon. But yeah, that's the state for Mounds View. Moving up to 13th, moving up a spot from last week, we've got Centennial Spring Lake Park. They got another win against White Bear Lake. But I'm pretty sure they also had another loss.
13-0 against Stillwater.
Yeah, which, Stillwater's a good team. They've got one player that is just wow.
Better than everybody.
That's what it seems like when I got to see them face Mounds View.
Because even that game was 9-3.
Yeah. No. Wait.
Yeah, I have.
What game are we talking about?
Centennial and Mounds View.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that game was 9-3. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I was confused of what game we were talking about because, like, because we're talking about Stillwater, and then all of a sudden, 9-3. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not right. The Stillwater Mounds View game was 6-4. Anyways, yeah, Centennial, they've got a couple of good players. We were privileged enough to be able to watch one of their games thanks to North Metro TV. I was privileged enough to go see them at Centennial for the last 10 minutes of their game against Mounds View. And, yeah, they've got a couple of good players. I do have some concerns, specifically goaltending. Yeah, that's all I've got. Now, a team that I don't have goaltending concerns for is the Anoka Hennepin Mustangs, because when we saw that game against Centennial, we both agreed that this Mustangs goalkeeper's freaking good.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're 1-5.
Other than the STMA and Port, it's been close games. A 1-goal loss to St. Cloud, and then a 2-goal loss to St. Cloud on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been really close, really good games.
What day was yesterday, the 9th?
That sounds correct. Okay. Yeah, because today's the 10th, so yeah.
They did play Stillwater Matamidi, and that result is in.
Oh.
I'm sure you, as I can see here, you updated the record. It was a 5-0 win for Stillwater.
I didn't know the score, but I did know that Anoka lost. Because of a Facebook comment, I saw that Anoka. It said the Facebook comment said Anoka lost, but it was a good battle. Now that I know
All
that it's
right.
5-0, yeah. Um, yeah, they've got a couple of good offensive players, and as we keep on saying, this team's got a pretty good goalkeeper. I think they're better than what their record shows. With that, we move on to number 11, the St. Cloud Crush. St. Cloud, I mean, that from what I hear, they are a fast team, they are an aggressive team. And I mean, their record shows 2-2-1, which isn't a terrible record. You know, I mean, they're moving up a spot. They beat Anoka 4-2. They're an interesting team. We'll see what they can do come playoff time. That's what I'm gonna say for now. We'll see what they can
Yeah.
do come playoff time.
Does it
With
feel like playoffs? You take all these rankings and records and you throw them out the window, and
pretty
then it's
much, yeah,
just time is now
yeah,
why you should be in the state tournament.
absolutely. I fully agree with that. With that, we
Other
move
than
on.
that, I don't know anything about St. Cloud, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. With that, we move on to ranks 10 through 6. At 10th, moving down 2 spots from last week, we've got St. Paul Johnson. Now, I keep on saying this team is better than what their record shows. They are 0-5. Yes, absolutely, they're 0-5. I mean, yes. However,
It's a tough division.
if you look at their division is St. Paul Johnson, obviously, Dakota United, South Washington, South Suburban, and Lakeville Burnsville Farmington. Now, if you read all of the names on here, and you read all of the names on here, how much of those teams do you see? Only St. Paul Johnson. That is the toughest division or conference, whatever you want to call it. And it's not close. If your conference can confidently say we have 4 of the top 5 teams.
You're easily the best conference in the CI division, or
Yeah. Well, I would say 4 of the top 6 because Park Maple Grove is just dancing around that 5-6 spot. But yeah, this St. Paul Johnson team is definitely better than what their record shows, but unfortunately, their record does bring them down a couple spots, and we can't put them up higher if they don't win a game. It really is as simple as that, as much as I hate to say it. And the worst part about it all, because it is a 5-team division, and from what I said last week, I believe how the playoffs are going to work is if there is a 5th team in a division, they will go into a 1-game consolation bracket and they have no chance at state tournament. So, because of how tough this conference is, the Governors might not even have a chance at state. And I hate to say it, but that's how it is. You're gonna face probably the 5th seed in the Northeast. I believe it is.
when was the last time the Governors made the state tournament?
Not too long ago. It was 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I'm pulling it up right now.
It wasn't that long ago. I know that much for sure. Might have been 22. Because I remember seeing them win consolation one of those tournaments.
22 and 23.
Oh, they made it a 23. Oh,
Yeah, not a cooperative though. Would have been bad.
it means they're not a cooperative with other schools like Stillwater,
Okay,
Matamidi, North Tartan, Chanhassen, Chaska, Shakopee, Prior Lake. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
With that, we move on to Stillwater, Matamidi, who moved up one spot from last week. The Ponies, I mean, again, they have one player that is insane. Like, take my goaltending skills if I didn't dive for everything, plus your leg.
And probably multiply that by like 1,000 because he got a ball through a hoop, whereas I
Okay,
got it
that
stuck.
I don't know if that was because of him, because that was a fluke play, and then the ball just hopped up and it went through the hoop somehow. That was awesome, by the way. I've never seen that before. All the fans cheered. It was great. Never seen a ball go through a hoop like that. Uh, Obviously, I've seen a ball go through a hoop. I've never seen a soccer ball go through a hoop off a person's leg during a game. And yeah, I mean, that's all I've got for Stillwater Matamidi. Moving on to North Tartan, moving up one spot from last week. They did have a game this week, no? Or were they idle?
Think they were idle. I could be wrong. Why am I okay? Are they northeast?
Yes.
Okay. They were idle. They're
They
idle
were
till
idle.
the 21st.
Oh, wow. So a long break for North Tartan, which isn't a bad thing. And I mean, hey, if you look at their record, they haven't lost a game outright. 3 wins, 2 draws, currently on top of the Northeast. We might be seeing them. We might be seeing North Tartan a little while from now. With that, staying at number 7, we've got Southern Stars. I mean, they, unlike the Governors, what we were talking about earlier with St. Paul Johnson, Southern Stars definitely benefit from having a weak division because if you look at their division, the Southwest, it is
Columbia Heights,
them,
Minnetonka, Robbinsdale.
Columbia Heights, Minnetonka, Wayzata, Robbinsdale, which are the bottom 3 teams in the league. So, they benefit from having a pretty weak division. We can't move them any higher, but yes, they're 4-1. Their one loss was to the Blazing Cats. Yes, 5-2.
Yes. Yep. Other than that, it's been 16-1, 14-2, 17-0, and 11-0.
But again, all of those games were against bottom 3 teams.
Yes, correct.
With that, we move on to Park Maple Grove Osseo, down one spot from last week, and honestly, I think it's the record. Um, because from what we both witnessed against the Coyotes is, I mean, we agreed that they had a really good defense, especially that one kid, number 15, I believe it was.
Yep.
I
Yep.
mean,
Really good defense. They're fast. They're physical. I mean, that's really all that CI division is. I mean, we talked about St. Cloud. They're fast. They're aggressive. They're physical. STMA, we saw fast, physical, aggressive. And then Park, obviously, like we're talking about now, also fast, really good defense, and pretty physical, too.
yeah, absolutely. Uh, Very good team. And their goalie didn't do too bad in that STMA game either. Was a 5-3 loss for the Pirates, by the way. Um, yeah, that was a really good game. Privileged to have been able to watch a live stream of it. Thank you to the Coyotes' parents and whoever else helped set that up. Huge shout out to all of you. Um, ones doing the streaming were Lindsay and John, was it?
Yes. So shout out to them.
Yeah, huge shout out to them and everybody who helped make it happen. With that, we move on to the top 5 in the CI division. Starting at number 5 from the Southeast. Which one's the good South division? Is Southeast, yes?
Southeast. Yep.
Southeast, yep. So, from the Southeast division, we've got down 2 spots from last week, the Blazing Cats. Tough week. Very tough week. A very tough few games, I should say, actually. Because, I mean, they had that draw to South Suburban. They had the loss to Dakota United.
5-2 at home, and that's not really a good thing you want to see.
Yeah, especially at home against a huge rival. I mean, we've talked about this Blazing Cats Hawks rivalry in our Games of the Week video. And yeah, I mean they are huge rivals. I mean, these two teams prior to 2006, they were the same team. They were both under the Dakota United Hawks. And then after 2006, Lakeville, Burnsville, Farmington branched off and became the Blazing Cats. And, I mean, yeah, these past 4 years, every year after COVID, after the COVID lockout, the Blazing Cats and Dakota United Hawks met in the finals. Met in the state championship game. Blazing Cats won in 21, 22, and 23. The Hawks won it just last year in 2024. And, I mean, yeah, it's a huge rivalry, and it's good to see they're still going at it. But, yeah, the Hawks won that game, and, yeah, we couldn't put them any higher. These past few games have been really tough. With that, moving on, also from the Southeast Division, moving nowhere from last week, we've got the South Suburban Jets. Again, they had that draw to the Blazing Cats. They beat the they beat the Governors 4-0.
Lost to South Washington 7-2.
Which, that's a huge loss. It's also South Washington.
Again, have we seen South Washington yet? No.
I mean, just looking at their scores, it's been a really good season for South Washington. We'll get to them later. But yeah, that's really all we have for South Suburban. Moving on to third place in the power rankings in the CI division. Also from the Southeast Conference, we've got the Dakota United Hawks moving up 3 spots from last week. Huge jump for the Hawks. Huge win over the Blazing Cats, as we already mentioned. Yeah, it's... I mean, we couldn't put them
test
any lower.
on Monday.
Is that a South Wash? Yeah.
At home.
At home, at Hope Fieldhouse. Wow. What was... Had they already played South Wash?
Up 8-2 South Washington.
Oh, that's right. 8-2, yeah. So, I mean, this team has already played South Washington. They lost 8-2. It was at South Washington. We'll see how they do at Hope Fieldhouse. Yeah, I think that'll be a really good game. I think it'll be better than an 8-2 game. And I mean, yeah, we know. Obviously, we were both PI Hawks. We know the coaches. We know some of the players. Um, yeah, this is still a very good team, very big team. Yeah, we'll see how they do against South Washington on Monday. That'll be very, very interesting to say the least.
Yep, I would agree.
With that, we move on to number 2 ranked, moving nowhere from last week. They are from the Northwest Division. We've got STMA Buffalo Monticello. The Yotes, I mean, come on. They had just beaten the Pirates for the second time in their young franchise's history.
Yep,
And
and like I was saying, it's hard to beat a team twice this season.
absolutely.
Well, I was gonna say that during your games of the week video, but I'm like, I'll just not say it because I don't, because like it could happen, it could not. But then I watched that game, proved me wrong, and just like really good showing from them, good defense, good offense, great goaltending. I mean, goalie probably had at least 30 some saves.
Yeah,
Looked
I'll see if
composed back there.
I'll see if I can watch the stream back. I want to count how many shots on goal the Pirates had because he made a lot of saves back there. Brody, I believe, is their goalie.
Yep, Brody.
Um, yeah, Brody, if you're watching this, you did amazing back there. Keep it up, kid. Yeah, great goalkeeping, very good offense, very good defense as well. They had some very good defensive plays. Um, One thing I will say, and I said this a lot during my reaction stream, that unfortunately I can't post on YouTube because I didn't know. There's a lot of things wrong with Twitch, and one of them is that the VOD function is turned off by default. I didn't know that, so it was off, and now I can't get the VOD. So, unfortunately, I can't post it, but I do want to point out one thing. I want to give one piece of advice to the STMA goalkeeper, and that's it is very, very dangerous to throw the ball in the center of the court. If you the only reason why you should ever throw it in the center of the court is if nobody on the other team is there. Otherwise, it should always go to one of the walls. And I do know that
The setup had those two smaller.
yeah, they had the
walls.
soft walls. That's what I call them, the soft walls. They had the small walls, they had the soft walls.
I don't like.
So
those.
I understand why you would throw it down the center. However, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have your opponents have basically a free shot in the center of the court or an indirect free kick from the side? Personally, I would choose the indirect free kick from the side every day of the week. Yeah, that's. I just wanted to put that out there for any goalkeeper to hear. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. You got anything else for the Yotes? You got any criticisms or?
No, like I mean, Jacob Senko, man, like shout out to him. Smallest one out there, didn't let anybody push him around or anything. Like he held his own out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I fully agree that very good showing very good showing by everybody, but yeah, I was very impressed by multiple of the Yotes players, obviously Brody and Net, and yeah, Jacob as well. I mean, Yeah, so during the stream, I kept on saying, like, now listen, I don't know any of the numbers to the names, but I do know that, like, I do know. I just kept calling them Smalls, and I feel bad, so I apologize.
Hold on, my internet's being.
Up, University
Funky.
Internet, ladies and gentlemen. University
Yup.
Internet.
Yup. I should have done this before the start, and I'm just doing it now when we're almost done. But it gave me that little red Wi-Fi symbol,
Oh,
so we're gonna.
oh, yep. He just cut out. Awesome. Yeah. This STMA team really impressed me. I was very, very impressed with most of the play. I mean, all of the players. I should say. I shouldn't say most of the players. I should say all of the players. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I've got nothing else. I'm gonna try to filibuster while Reece gets back here. Let me check if his Snapchat is still up. It is. Reece, you might. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but you might want to redial just in case. Um, yeah, this team really impressed me, impressed Reece. It it was a really good game, very good game, very good team. Oh, there he is. Hey.
It glitched out when I tried connecting to my hotspot, so
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
What are we?
I was just filibustering for you while you got back
Okay.
here, just basically saying, yeah, I'm very impressed by this team, and I hope they continue it. I hope they continue it through November, and then through floor hockey, and then through softball.
Absolutely.
With that, we have reached the top rank in the CI division from the Southeast. I mean, we can't discredit the Thunderbolts at all.
Yep.
South Washington has been absolutely dominant, and we have absolutely no reason to bring them down. We have no reason to bring them down any rankings, and yeah, I mean it's as simple as that. The South
Been
Washington is really good, especially offensively. I mean,
It shows 8, 13, and 7 goals.
yeah, against good teams too. It's not like they're bad teams that they are facing. No, these are good teams.
Yep. I mean, defense isn't too bad either. I mean, they're scoring goals. They're letting up not much.
Yeah, absolutely. This Thunderbolts
Like we
team.
said before, big game on Monday on the road.
Yep, at Hope Fieldhouse.
First, probably major road test that they've had. Yeah, first like major road test, unless you want to count South Suburban.
I mean, I think any game in that division is a road test.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's really all we have. We haven't watched this team play. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I might go ahead and watch the game at Hope Fieldhouse on Monday
I would advise you to go.
just to see what this South Washington team is all about.
I would also probably advise you to go to the PI Hawks game on the 14th.
I'll think about it. Who are they playing?
Or Robbinsdale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
All right.
Yeah, with that, you can contact me at everythingminnesotaadapted at gmail.com or on X at allmnadapted. I did just download Messenger. You can also go ahead and message me through Messenger. You can find Reese's Instagram at North Star Adaptive. And yeah, you have anything else before we round off this power rankings video?
Nope.
All right. With that, I wish luck upon all teams, coaches, players, everybody within the league. And thanks for allowing us to keep on doing this. With that, we will see you on Monday for a shortened games of the week. Goodbye.